Worshipful Master. Brother Gab, there is a lecture to this degree, consisting of 3 sections, which you will at your earliest opportunity commit to memory. The first section treats of the manner of your initiation. The second section, the reasons why. The third section, the form, furniture, lights, and so forth. This lecture commences as follows. First section. Question. From whence came you? Answer. From a lodge of the Saints John of Jerusalem. Question. What came you here to do? Answer. To learn to subdue my passions and improve myself in Masonry. Question. Then I presume you are a Mason? Answer. I'm so taken and accepted among all brothers and fellows. Question. How do you know yourself to be a Mason? Answer. By having been often tried, never denied, and willing to be tried again. Question. How shall I know you to be a Mason? Answer. By certain signs, a token, a word, and the perfect points of my entrance. Question. What are signs? Answer. Right angles, horizontals, and perpendiculars. Question. What are tokens? Answer. Certain friendly or brotherly grips, by which one Mason may know another in the dark as well as in the light. Question. Give me a sign. Here give sign of Entered Apprentice. Question. Has that an allusion? Answer. It has. To the penalty of my obligation. Question. Give me a token. Here give sign of Entered Apprentice. Question. I hail. Answer. I conceal. Question. What do you conceal? Answer. All the secrets of Masons, in Masons, to which this here press with thumbnail the first joint hard token alludes. Question. What is that? Answer. A grip. Question. Of what? Answer. Of an Entered Apprentice Mason. Question. Has it a name? Answer. It has. Question. Will you give it me? Answer. I did not so receive it, neither will I so impart it. Question. How will you dispose of it? Answer. I will letter it or halve it. Question. Letter it, and begin. Answer. No, you begin. Question. Begin you. Some say, no, you begin. Answer. A. Question. B. Answer. O. Question. Z. Answer. Bo. Question. As. Answer. Both. Question. Where were you first prepared to be made a Mason? Answer. In my heart. Question. Where were you next prepared? Answer. In a room adjacent to a regularly constituted lodge of free and accepted Masons. Question. How were you prepared? Answer. By being divested of all metals, neither naked nor clothed, barefoot nor shod, hoodwinked, with a cable tow around my neck. In which condition I was conducted to the door of a lodge by a friend, whom I afterward found to be a brother. Question. How did you know it to be a door, being hoodwinked? Answer. By first meeting with resistance, afterward gaining admission. Question. How gained you admission? Answer. By 3 distinct knocks. Question. What was said to you from within? Answer. Who comes here? Question. Your answer? Answer. Mr. Gab, who has long been in darkness, and now seeks to be brought to light, and to receive a part in the rights and benefits of this worshipful lodge, erected to God, and dedicated to the Holy Saints John, as all brothers and fellows have done before. Question. What were you then asked? Answer. If it was of my own free will and accord. If I was worthy and well qualified. Duly and truly prepared. Of lawful age and properly vouched for. All of which being answered in the affirmative, I was asked by what further right or benefit I expected to gain admission. Question. Your answer? Answer. By being a man, free-born, of good repute, and well recommended. Question. What followed? Answer. I was directed to wait with patience until the worshipful Master should be informed of my request, and his answer returned. Question. What answer did he return? Answer. Let him enter, and be received in due form. Question. How were you received? Answer. on the point of a sharp instrument pressing my naked left breast. Question. How were you then disposed of? Answer. I was conducted to the center of the lodge, caused to kneel, and attend at prayer. Question. After attending at prayer, what were you then asked? Answer. In whom I put my trust. Question. Your answer? Answer. In God. Question. What followed? Answer. My trust being in God, I was taken by the right hand, and informed that my faith was well founded. Ordered to arise, follow my conductor, and fear no danger. Question. Where did you follow your conductor? Answer. Once around the lodge, to the junior warden's station in the south, where the same questions and like answers were asked and returned as at the door. Question. How did the junior warden dispose of you? Answer. He bid me be conducted to the senior warden in the west, and he to the worshipful master in the east, where the same questions were asked and like answers returned as before. Question. How did the worshipful master dispose of you? Answer. He ordered me to be reconducted to the senior warden in the west, who taught me to approach the east by one upright, regular step, my feet forming an angle of an oblong square, my body erect, at the altar before the worshipful master in the east. Question. What did the worshipful master then do with you? Answer. He made me a Mason in due form. Question. What was that due form? Answer. Kneeling on my naked left knee, my right forming a square, my left hand supporting the Holy Bible, square, and compasses, my right resting thereon, in which due form I took the solemn oath of an entered apprentice, which is as follows, viz. Question. After the obligation, what were you then asked? Answer. What I most desired. Question. Your answer? Answer. Light. Question. Did you receive light? Answer. I did, by the order of the worshipful master and the assistance of the brethren. Question. On being brought to light, what did you first discover? Answer. The three great lights in Masonry, by the help of the three lesser. Question. What are the three great lights in Masonry? Answer. The Holy Bible, square, and compasses. Question. What are their Masonic use? Answer. The Holy Bible is the rule and guide to our faith and practice. The square, to square our actions. And the compasses, to circumscribe and keep us within bands with all mankind, but more especially with the brother Mason. Question. What are the three lesser lights? Answer. Three burning tapers, in a triangular position. Question. What do they represent? Answer. The sun, moon, and master of the lodge. Question. Why so? Answer. Because, as the sun rules the day, and the moon governs the night, so ought the worshipful master to endeavor to rule and govern his lodge, with equal regularity. Question. What did you then discover? Answer. The worshipful master approaching me from the east, under the dewy garden signs of an entered apprentice, who, in token of his brotherly love and favor, presented me with his right hand, and with it the grip and word of an entered apprentice, and ordered me to arise and salute the junior and senior wardens as an entered apprentice. Question. After saluting the wardens, what did you then discover? Answer. The worshipful master approaching me from the east a second time, who presented me with a lambskin or white linen apron, which he informed me was an emblem of innocence and the badge of a Mason, that it had been worn by kings, princes, and potentates of the earth, that it was more ancient than the golden fleece or Roman eagle, more honorable than the star or garter, or any other order that could be conferred on me at that or any time thereafter by king, prince, potentate, or any other person, except he be a Mason, and hoped that I would wear it with equal praise to myself and honor to the fraternity, and ordered me to carry it to the senior warden in the west, who taught me how to wear it as an entered apprentice. Question. How should an entered apprentice wear his apron? Answer. With the flap turned up. Question. After being taught to wear your apron as an entered apprentice, what were you then informed? Answer. That, agreeably to an ancient custom, adopted in every regulated and well-governed lodge, it was necessary that I should be requested to deposit something of a metallic kind, not from its intrinsic valuation, but that it might be laid up, among the relics in the archives of the lodge, as a memorial that I was therein made a Mason. But, on strict examination, I found myself entirely destitute. Question. How were you then disposed of? Answer. I was ordered to be returned to the place from whence I came, and reinvested of what I had been divested of, and returned to the lodge for further instructions. Question. On your return to the lodge, where were you placed, as the youngest entered apprentice? Answer. In the northeast corner, my feet forming a right angle, my body erect, at the right hand of the worshipful master in the east, an upright man and Mason, and it was given me strictly in charge ever to walk and act as such. Question. What did the worshipful master then present you with? Answer. The working tools of an entered apprentice Mason, which are the 24-inch gauge and common gavel. Question. What is their use? Answer. The 24-inch gauge is an instrument made use of by operative Masons, to measure and lay out their work. But we, as free and accepted Masons, are taught to make use of it for the more noble and glorious purpose of dividing our time. It being divided into 24 equal parts is emblematical of the 24 hours of the day, which we are taught to divide into 3 parts, whereby we find a portion for the service of God and the relief of a distressed worthy brother, a portion for our usual avocations, and a portion for refreshment and sleep. The common gavel is an instrument made use of by operative Masons, to break off the superfluous corners of rough stones, the better to fit them for the builder's use. But we, as free and accepted Masons, are taught to make use of it for the more noble and glorious purpose of divesting our minds and consciences of all the vices and superfluities of life, thereby fitting us, as living stones of that spiritual building, that house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. This generally ends the first section of the lecture as given in lodges at the present day. But as some lodges persist still in keeping up the old lecture as revealed by William Morgan, in 1826, and by Bernard, Allen, Richardson, and others, the author will give it, that it may go to the world a complete Masonic lecture. Question. What were you next presented with? Answer. A new name. Question. What was that? Answer. Caution. Question. What does it teach? Answer. It teaches me, as I was barely instructed in the rudiments of Masonry, that I should be cautious over all my words and actions, especially when before its enemies. Question. What were you next presented with? Answer. 3 precious jewels. Question. What were they? Answer. A listening ear, a silent tongue, and a faithful heart. Question. What do they teach? Answer. A listening ear teaches me to listen to the instructions of the worshipful master, but more especially to the cries of a worthy distressed brother. A silent tongue teaches me to be silent in the lodge, that the peace and harmony thereof may not be disturbed, but more especially before the enemies of Masonry. A faithful heart, that I should be faithful and keep and conceal the secrets of Masonry and those of a brother when delivered to me in charge as such, that they may remain as secure and inviolable in my breast as in his own, before being communicated to me. Question. What were you next presented with? Answer. The Grand Master's check word. Question. What was that? Answer. Truth. Question. How explained? Answer. Truth is a divine attribute, and the foundation of every virtue. To be good and true are the first lessons we are taught in Masonry. On this theme we contemplate, and by its dictates endeavor to regulate our conduct. Hence, while influenced by this principle, hypocrisy and deceit are unknown among us, sincerity and plain dealing distinguish us, and the heart and tongue join in promoting each other's welfare, and rejoicing in each other's prosperity. With a few other interrogations and answers the old lecture ends. These interrogations and answers are embodied in the newfangled lecture as already given. They relate only to the demand for something of a metallic kind, reinvestment of candidates' clothing, northeast corner of the lodge, and so forth. Join us next week for part 2 of the Entered Apprentice Lecture.